Sultan of Sokoto and Alafi of Oyo urges Nigerians to shun acts that could divide them and encourage religious tolerance, peace, and unity. Residents of Ijebu ode groaning and gnashing their teeth over high price of cooking gas. Good evening and welcome to NTA Ijebu ode News at 7. I'm Motola Adokai Ogundele, and here are the details of the news. The Sultan of Sokoto, Dr. Muhammad Sahad Abubakar III, and Alafi of Oyo, Obalamidi Adeyemi III, have urged Nigerians to shun acts that could divide them and encourage religious tolerance, peace, and unity. He gave this charge at the inauguration of an ultra-modern Islamic center in Ijebu ode State. Shola Wahid completes the report.
The inauguration of the ultra-modern Islamic center attracted thousands of worshippers from different parts of the country. The Sultan of Sokoto, Dr. Muhammad Sahad Abubakar, stressed the importance of living together in peace and harmony for sustainable generations.
Let's continue to be just in whatever we do, especially our leaders, because justice is the foundation of any societal development. Without justice, we cannot have development.
Islam came to Yoruba land through proper study and understanding of Quran by our early scholars.
Facilitator of the project, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, Ahmad Raji, said the center was aimed at serving humanity.
Islam is a complete way of life, which translates to the fact that the life of a Muslim is regulated from conception to death and up until the day of judgment. A Muslim is enjoined to live his life in accordance with the rules and regulations contained mainly in the Holy Quran and Hadith.
The ultra-modern Islamic center has, among others, spacious mosque with state-of-the-art facilities that will enhance convenience for worshippers in serene environment. In Ibadan, Shola Wahid, NTA News.
Nigeria is leading selected ECOWAS country in the development of a flood monitoring and forecasting system to mitigate its devastating effect on the region. Adebola Brixley Sunday reports that this was the focus of the presentation of product and multi-scale flood monitoring and assessment service for West Africa. The report.
Floods are among the most devastating natural disasters in the world, claiming many lives and destruction of property than any other natural phenomena, with Nigeria having its share. These experts in disaster management and relevant key players are deliberating on the establishment of an updatable flood event database, timely information before, during, and after flood disasters, as well as strengthening capacities.
It is hoped that from now on, the DMOs will have more capacity and capability to mitigate, reduce risk of flooding, and manage disasters which will ultimately reduce loss of lives.
MIFMA's solution of incorporating Earth observation data into flood forecasting will reduce the impact of flood, save lives and property.
Our research findings, should be disseminated to the people that are concerned, and in doing so, a lot of advocacy will be required.
Director General of the NTA, Yakubu Ibn Muhammad, represented, says information dissemination is key in disaster management.
Especially now that it is becoming very, very obvious that we need to give the weather, the climate a serious thought because of what is happening now. And I would like to use this opportunity to call on agencies such as these ones that are here to always carry along the media so that in the course of discharging our duties and responsibilities as people who inform and educate the public, we should be able to talk from position of authority, from position of knowledge.
The Senate will support the domestication of these products and services and will work with the DMOs to ensure these tools are used adequately.
Flood monitoring device capable of capturing, processing, and sending signals to the database were distributed to key disaster management organizations.
That is what is meant to help us with what we call nowcast. It's different from forecast. Hopefully, in the second phase, going into even the locals, helping us to use the phone to gather data. If they help us to use the phone to gather data, then we have more data, more information, and it will refine our prediction.
The project is designed to make data freely accessible by utilizing open source software. Adebola Brooksland Sunday, NTA News.
Rescue operations have been concluded at the site of the Magbon building collapse in Badagry, as residents of the community have shifted attention to ensuring that they contribute their collective quota towards the quick recovery of those receiving treatment at the hospital. Michael Olale reports that the entire area is still in shock caused by the development. The report.
The stock-taking process has been completed. 9 persons were in the building before the incident, and going by eyewitness accounts, 4 have been declared dead. Another 4 are presently hospitalized, while a child who left the building unhurt went for a short recess briefly before the collapse.
I was upstairs looking at the way the thing comes down. So before I can rush down, I tried to call a lot of people to come and help us here. We figure out some people that get injured, like 4 people take to the hospital. So after that, we realized that there is another 4 people that is dead already.
The ambience around Magbon is that of silence, as residents keep imagining how the entire scenario unfolded, going by the fact that the building sited on half-plot is at advanced stage.
When I came back, I can see that the building has already collapsed.
While efforts are in top gear to give medical care to those affected by the building collapse, the community has taken a common stance to look out for endangered structure and report accordingly. In Lagos, Michael Olale, NTA News.
No fewer than 5 persons have been confirmed dead following an explosion by a tanker laden with petrol product at the Ogere axis of Lagos-Ibadan Expressway Wednesday morning. Yemi Dalemo reports that 5 vehicles were burnt beyond recognition in the unfortunate incident. The report.
Ogun State Sector Commander, Federal Road Safety Corps Ahmed Umar says the accident occurred as a result of carelessness of the petroleum tanker driver coming from a nearby filling station who joined the expressway without considering that the road had been diverted and in the process had an head-on collision with another vehicle coming from Ibadan on top speed. He said the content of the petroleum tanker spilled on the road and later resulted into the inferno.
If that tanker loaded with diesel had parked inside any of the available motor parks, garages, it wouldn't have been affected. They came and parked there, and now it is burnt. And it has caused the burning of other vehicles also. Therefore, we will not relent. We will continue to pursue these people until they do the needful.
Ogun State Governor Dapo Abiodun, who decried frequent cases of road crashes at the Ogere section of the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, attributed the accident to the inability of the contractor handling the road construction to put necessary road signs on the construction zones to give notice of impending danger while plying the road.
There will be enough signs that would tell whoever it is that is on this road that this road is now a dual carriageway. Obviously, the man coming from Ibadan assumed that he was the only one headed in this direction. He was not expecting the tanker that pulled out of the filling station.
5 bodies recovered from the accident have been deposited at the morgue in Nepara, while the road has been declared for free flow of traffic. In Abeokuta, Yemi Dalemo, NTA News.
That is so unfortunate. Now, residents of Ijebu Ode have been gnashing their teeth over the ever-increasing price of cooking gas. They lamented that this has added to their hardship as they could not buy things as normal. Correspondent Kende Amele has the details of this report.
Gas is substance has been something important to human daily activities, most especially helping in the provision of daily needs such as food. This helps in making cooking fast and easy with little or no stress. But the increase in its price has been an issue bothering the minds of people, lamenting and bothered about the increment day by day.
The issue we are having with the filling of gas, because when we get to where we want to fill, maybe let's say last night we filled at the rate of 700 naira. Getting there the next morning, you will hear that at least maybe 100 naira is on top of it again. So when we ask them what the problem is, they tell us it is from the plant where they are buying their market. That is what they meet there, that before they are buying 50 kg cylinder at the rate of 8,500 naira, and now they are purchasing it at the rate of 32,000 naira. Added with the transport fare, that's 32,500 naira. So they have no choice rather than to increase their sales as well.
Everybody know what is going on in this country. So to me, if government can do something about it, because of those people that don't have capacity to get, you can see that it's increased every day, and it's bad. To me, it's bad. You know what you can use to get it, the money. So please, if government can do something about it to reduce it, we will like it. So that's it.
I don't really know the cost of the increments, but if there is anything they can do for us about it, because there was a time I read it in the paper that before December we buy gas 1,000 naira. I pray it will not be up to that, because there are some people that they cannot even still afford. When it was 230, they cannot afford to buy it. Now 600, 750. If there is anything government can help us to do about it, we'll be glad.
According to them, the economic situation of the country is getting out of hand as the hardship was. They lamented that the price of the commodities are skyrocketing. To eat one time a day those days is hard and difficult. They said ever since the price of the alternative like kerosene, coal, pots, wood and so on, they are also high.
The price is too high because the government did not consider the poor people. Because as far as this country is going on, to even buy a liter now, just a kg is a problem. Like me that came here to buy now, instead of me to buy like 4 kg, this is 5 kg. So I'll be able to charge just 1 kg because of the situation. So I'm begging the government to look at the poor people in this country, so that this price of gas is too high. Before, how much are you buying it? Just how much? Just how much? Them say 1,000 naira per kg then. Before, people don't like to use gas, but it's the government that asks us to be using gas. That the gas is wasting. What do you call this? But now when the people are using it now, so they now increase the price again. So to it is a problem.
They therefore called on government to provide solution to the economic hardship, saying the suffering is too much.
The solution too should be the government. They should please help us to look into the dollar. If they can look into it and it at least come down a bit, then everything will come back to normal. At least, if not finally, to still provide a little solution to it.
We are begging the government to help us to reduce the price of the gas so that the people can enjoy it.
According to them, government should come to their rescue by providing solutions to the issues. In Ijebu ode, Kehinde Amele, NTA News.
And that does it on the news for tonight. Before we go, let's take a look at one of the major stories. Southern Sokoto and Alaafin of Oyo urges Nigerians to shun acts that could divide them and encourage religious tolerance, peace and unity. Thanks for staying with us. I'm Motola Adokai Ogunile.